We're going to talk about some basic life choices, mental state. In this video, we're going to explore all of these topics, all of these subcategories of why there is a huge difference in the health or a daily lifestyle of somebody who's living in Pakistan or India versus somebody living in Canada. And another reason and I'm not just talking about something that came to my mind and I thought that, okay, let's make a video on this topic. I'm talking about stats. The average age of a male from Southeast Asia is around 70 or a little under 70 years old. In comparison to the average age of a male in Canada is around 84. 14-year gap, a 14 years difference in the total lifespan. What is causing all this? And why from 45 to 50 all the way to 70, people in Pakistan or India are people, they have given up, they give up on their life and they live for different reasons. Whereas in Canada, that's the age where people actually start to enjoy. That's the age they want to buy their dream house. That's the age they want to buy a sports car. That's the age they want to go on a world tour. Let's find out. So first thing first, let's talk about a day-to-day life of a 50-year-old man from Southeast Asia. What is our lifestyle? You go to the office, you come back, you are done for the day. As soon as you reach home, you have no energy or desire to do any other activity, any physical exertion. Now, flip that to somebody in Canada. When they come back, they look forward to going back home so they can do their things that they love. They go out for runs, they go to the gym. Not that I'm saying nobody in Pakistan or India is doing it, but if you look at the stats, the numbers, they don't lie, right? World Health Organization gave some stats that 1 in 5 people from Southeast Asia are physically active, whereas 50% of people in North America are active after the age of 50. So that's around 20% people in Pakistan or India are active in comparison to 50%. That's a big difference, right? What is causing this? It could be mental health. It could be the pressure from the family. It could be the pressure of bringing food to the table. It could be pressure of the surroundings. It could be pressure from how, the law and order situation in your country, in our cities. Right? It could be so many different things, but these things are causing us to live a life that is not ideal. The other thing is some things are not in our control, but there are certain things that are. Physical exertion it comes from a mindset, right? You want to be active, then you will find a way to be active. You don't have to go out, you can be active at home, right? So it's a mindset. I know in our culture we sleep very late, right? Raat ke 12-1 baje is normal for a lot of people to stay up till. Then we get up early for work and then we are sleep deprived. Compare that to people in North America, they go to bed at like 8, 9 or 10. Then they get up early, but they still have their 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So they are not sleep deprived, we are. We think that of this thing that we sleep late as something to be proud of. Yeah, maybe, but in the longer run, it has a negative impact on our life, right? If you are tired, you didn't have enough sleep, you cannot you won't be able to go out and do any physical exertion in the evening, right? So the basic lifestyle, the sleep pattern, what we are willing to do, why we are willing to do those things is a choice that we have made, and it's the choice that people here are making. Now, circumstances could be different, but if we are willing, if we have the eagerness to be fit and healthy at the age of 45 or 50, then we have to change our life, and this is something that we need to adapt, and we need to start working out. We need to start being active. Working out doesn't mean going to the gym for 2 hours. It's like half an hour walk in the evening with your wife or with your partner is something that's more than enough. If you are somebody who's not doing any exertion at all, right? So a lot of people talk about 10,000 steps. These are just certain benchmarks that are designed to encourage us that, why don't you promise yourself, why don't you commit to yourself that, I want to do 10,000 steps every day. If I'm short of 10,000, then maybe I want to go out and finish my 10,000 steps late at night. Start doing these things, start sleeping on time, and you'll see the difference in your life on your own. You'll see difference in how you feel the next day once you have a full good night's sleep. So that's one. Before we go any further, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Subscribing to my channel is not going to cost you anything, but it's going to help me big time. Thank you. Now back to our topic. Next I'm going to talk about is our diet. We all know the best food in the world is from Southeast Asia. Pakistan, India, our food is the best. Nobody can come close to the taste that we offer. But if that's the food that we are eating every day, heavy on oil, heavy on spices, heavy on a lot of fat, deep fried, if that's our daily life, then it's not healthy for us. It will make you sick one way or the other. You compare that to somebody in North America, they are very aware of a balanced diet. It's, again, a lot of these things are built into the system. So kids going to school or preschool, even they know what a balanced diet is. So in our culture, in our society, in our countries, the government and the educational system, they do not give this kind of awareness to our kids. So all these things are causing lack of awareness of what a good food is, and we are still eating, nihariya and pie and all those things, kulche, chole and all those things all our lives. Eventually they're going to take its toll on us, and it will have a negative impact on our health. Whereas people in North America, because they are aware from the very young age what a balanced diet is. Yes, they eat junk food a lot too. They eat a lot of other things too, but the basic awareness is there. So they are conscious. They are aware of what good food is and what bad food is. And once they are at that stage of life, I've seen personally people making intentional choices of, start eating healthy food because they want to live longer. They want to enjoy their life. They want to enjoy their life after 50. So that's something that we need to change. Maybe a lot of people might not like the idea of what I'm talking about today, but this is a reality, right? I mean, the only reason I want to make this video is I've seen this firsthand. I've seen people from my family, I've seen people from India and Pakistan who are at 50, they have given up, right? So they say, yeah, we are done. अब बस बच्चे करेंगे जो करना है, हमने जो करना था वो कर लिया. So the motivation of being active and being physical and be healthy is not there, right? So that's the mindset. And when I talk about mindset, the next topic is perfectly gonna sink in to what makes this mindset of giving up, right? So after food, the next one I'm going to talk about is mental health. A lot of the time, especially in Pakistan and India, we are not willing to accept that mental health issues exist. I know in my family, in my culture, people I know from India and Pakistan and other similar countries, we do not want to accept. If somebody says that I am going through depression or I have anxiety, the first thing he'll or she'll hear is पागल हो गया, दिमाग खराब है, कुछ नहीं होता, हिम्मत कर, सही हो जाएगा. No, ऐसा नहीं होता. You compare that to somebody in North America, they treat this as an illness. Mental health is a real illness. It's not in anyone's control. This is not something that you choose. It is something like any other illness, like बुखार हो जाता है, सर दर्द हो जाता है, किडनी का किसी को प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है, और हजार चीजें हो जाती हैं. Mental health is like one of those illnesses. किसी को भी हो सकती है, और जब होती है, instead of telling that person that कुछ नहीं होता जी, try and help that person. Take them to the doctor. वो पागल नहीं हुआ. He just needs or she just needs professional help. There are medication. There are things that as long as you're getting treated by the right doctor, they'll be fine again, right? So the reason I said about the lifestyle and the giving up attitude of our people from our society could be because of this, that a lot of people not knowingly are going through this mental health issues, are going through depression and anxiety and other mental illnesses. But because nobody is willing to accept, even they themselves are not willing to accept, right? It's not that people around them, it's lack of awareness, it's lack of knowledge that these type of illnesses exist. Compare that to a country like Canada. 8 साल का बच्चा जो स्कूल से आता है, my kid is talking to me about mental health today. He's talking to me about mental health. He's giving me awareness because school pay at a very grassroots level, they celebrate mental health days. They celebrate these things. They want kids to be part of these kind of initiatives and be aware of these things. Not for them right now because they are super young, but because it's part of the upbringing. When they grow old, they are not going to be those people who are going to say mental health doesn't exist. They're going to accept mental health issues as a real illness, and they're going to face it and get treatment and be better. So a lot of the time, what we need to do is we need to be aware, we need to acknowledge the mental health issues, and maybe this is the only problem, right? Maybe giving up and the lifestyle and all the other things, it all comes down to the mental health issues, right? That a lot of people are going through these issues, but they are not accepting it. They're going undiagnosed. The suicide rates are going up. It's all related, right? If you are not well mentally, then you have no control over your decisions, right? You could make some rash decisions and end up hurting yourself or hurting somebody else. So be aware, try and help yourself and help others who are going through these things. Just don't say it does not exist, because it does. By you saying it doesn't exist doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's gonna exist today, it's gonna exist tomorrow, and in the future. So just accept it as an illness, go to a doctor, get professional help, and be better. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the preventive versus reactive healthcare, right? So a lot of the time, what we all have seen in our society, in our culture, we go to the doctor when there is a symptom of a certain illness, right? बुखार हुआ, blood pressure बढ़ा हुआ लग रहा है, सर दर्द हो रहा है, kidney में दर्द हो रहा है, then we go to the doctor, right? Sometimes वो जो illness has already happened to you. You look at the Canadian and the North American people, it's very common for people here to go for preventive checkup to their doctors. Every year, every 2 years, they go without any symptom, they go and get their medical done. Basic blood work, basic stats, उन्होंने check करा लिए. If it's good enough, you move on. If it's not, then a lot of the time, because of these preventive checkups, if God forbid there is an illness, then they usually catch it in a very early stage. In comparison to in our society, in our culture, we go after the symptom, and there's no concept. For most people, there is no concept of going to the doctor as a preventive visit. So if you just look at this one situation, if you're going after a symptom, God forbid, there is an illness that has already happened. We don't know how far that illness has gone. So go and get the treatment for that illness. Probably could have more negative impact on you, because you don't know for how long that illness was sitting in your body silently. But if you catch it proactively, and you catch it either before it happens or at a very early stage, you can get treatment of that issue at a very early stage. So this one issue alone could be a major factor in that 15-year lifetime difference, where a Canadian's average age is 84, and people from India and Pakistan, the average age for a male is around 69 to 70. My ask for you guys is, including for myself, right? We need to start going to a doctor for preventive measures, right? If not every year, if not every 2 years, maybe 2-3 saal mein ek baar. Just go. For no reason, go and have your doctor look at you, get your basic medical blood work done. A lot of the time, blood work can tell the doctor a lot of issues that could potentially happen later on, that could potentially happen in a near future. And if it can be diagnosed, it can be treated at an early stage, then you'll have better chance of living a longer, healthy life. There were the 4 topics that we talked about, right? So we covered lifestyle, we covered food, we covered mental health, we covered preventive or reactive healthcare checkups. So all these things, I'm not saying that any one has more significance over the other, but all these things are very important on their own, and they a lot of the time are interrelated. One is causing the other thing, and the other thing is causing the third thing. But what really happening then is that it makes you not live at the full potential of your life after 50. My ask again, or my request is, go enjoy your life. 50 is just a beginning. You have worked hard all your life. Now, this is the time for you to enjoy your life. Go on a vacation. Doesn't have to be a super expensive vacation. It could be a very budget vacation. If you have means, then go on an expensive vacation. It depends on where you are financially. But enjoy your life. If you're not going on vacation, go for a walk. Be physical. Start, keep that 10,000 steps a day in your mind, and make sure you do those 10,000 steps a day. Go for preventive checkups to your doctor. All these things would eventually lead you to a better, healthier life, and you'll enjoy and you'll, see all the happiness and the future events of, of your kids or maybe of your grandkids that you would want to enjoy, right? You want to be part of those events in a healthy manner. So this was a short video just to encourage people from our society and our culture to be more active, to be more healthy, and lead a healthy life. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with as many people as you can. It helps me big time, and it keeps me encouraged to bring new content for you every week. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you in my next video.